Hey guys, and welcome to my weekly movie roundup, episode 2. Bit late than I was intending to do it, but I've got time to do it, so it's coming out today. Um, 5 films I've watched this past week. One of them I already did in the films I've watched thing I did before I changed it to this, so I'm not going to talk about that one, I'm just going to mention it. That is This Is the End, so yeah, I've already said it's an amazing film, one of the best comedies I've seen in recent times, and yeah, really, really amazing. But yeah, so I'll get into the rest of them. Now, the first one I watched was Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2, which watched the first one, Part 1, last week, and I said it was really, really good, but I preferred the second part, which I still do. It Anyone who watches Harry Potter will understand why. Understand what's so good about it. I mean, if you're not a Harry Potter fan, you're not gonna like it. Um, it's just bigger and better than the other ones. Um, yeah, I just love this film, and it's a fitting end to the whole series. I thought has sad moments in it, uh, funny moments in it, dark moments, and it's well acted, and the storyline is pretty solid. So yeah, I'll give that 88%. It is a phenomenal film, but there's a lot of people who probably give it 90 odd, but I think that's a reasonable score for it. Um, Next film I watched was Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I'd seen a few clips of this before, and it were quite funny from what I saw. So obviously I wanted to see it, and it's Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. teaming up, because they get involved in this like crime murder thing, and yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is a crook who's a thief, and Val Kilmer's a gay detective, so a bit of a mismatch, but it works, and I think the chemistry, even though it's not perfect and it wasn't um, always consistent, they did work well together. So it wasn't like the comedy failed. I think the connection between them both and the acting was pretty good. Um, I was expecting it to be a bit funnier than it actually was. Storyline wise, I think it was very entertaining. It's good fun. Popcorn movie, as I can't remember which YouTuber it is, describes films. Just stick it on, eat some popcorn, and switch your brain off, which for this film you can do. It's quite laid back, and yeah, it's just good fun. So I'm going to give that 82%. It's nothing groundbreaking, it's nothing amazing, but it is enjoyable, and I'll probably watch it again. Um, Next film is a film I watched 2 days ago, and it's Pineapple Express. I've seen this once before, and I loved it. This time around, still loved it. It's just so good. I mean, a lot of people probably won't get the humour. I mean, it's Judd Apatow. He has a kind of a quiet taste that I've described, because a lot of people think he's hit and miss. I'm a big fan of his, and I think this is one of his best, if not his best film. I just think it's the connection and the chemistry between James Franco and Seth Rogen. That's two of my favourite actors. They're so funny together, and yeah, Danny McBride's funny in this as well, and Craig Robertson, I think that's his name, from This Is the End, he's in it, and he's hilarious. So it's got a lot of great talented comedic actors, and yeah, it's funny. Um, I'll give that 84% purely because it's just enjoyable, it's funny, and yeah, it's well acted, and I just find it so funny. I mean, a lot of people out there may not agree with me, but it depends if you like Judd Apatow. If you like Judd Apatow, you'll like this film. If you don't, you're not gonna like it. That's what I'll say. And the final film is Scary Movie 5. Now, this is the only film on this list that I could not stand. I'd watched the like halfway through one time, and I thought, oh, I'll watch the whole thing. I watched the first bit, and the opening sequence, the whole thing with Charlie Sheen and Lindsay Lohan, is just one of the worst things I have ever seen in film. It's not funny at all. It's childish humour. Anyone with half a brain cell would not find that funny. I mean, if you laugh at that, then I honestly cannot understand why, because it was just stupid in my opinion. It just doesn't work for me. I mean, you'll go back to Scary Movies 1 and 2, and they're the best ones. I don't care what anyone says. 3 is okay, 4 is round more of the same, and then 5 is just terrible. I cannot stand a Scary Movie 5, and yeah, it just no point to it, to be honest with you. I mean, I know that these films like Haunted House, and I mean Haunted House I think is the better film out of these two, even though it's not a great film. It's barely a decent film, but at least that made me laugh in some parts. Scary Movie 5 just did not at all. I didn't laugh once, I don't think. And for a comedy to not make you laugh, it fails at its job. Therefore, it just kind of makes it useless, really. And I know there's a lot of people who like Scary Movie and will have gone to see this, and so they'll have made the money and they'll make another one. So they obviously want to do it just for the money, because they know people will stupidly pay money to go see these films. Yeah, just really did not like this film at all. I could go on about it for an hour or so, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna give this 28%. That's a really low score. It's not harsh at all. In fact, it's been nice to it, to be honest with you. Dreadful movie. One of the worst comedies I've ever seen. And yeah, I'll just stick to Scary Movie 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 are just kind of there. So that's been my weekly movie roundup, episode 2. I also have, I'll just mention the TV shows that I'm watching, and yeah, the update video, I don't know, because I've got 2 things coming. I don't know whether to wait for them or do it after this. I'm probably gonna wait, but do I want to wait? I need to make my mind up, because I've been wanting to do it for a while, but you know what, I'll do it after this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe as always. I mean, thanks for everyone who supports my channel, and big thumbs up to you, and I'll see you in another video.